Hello there.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
I don't mind saying.
The That's Just Crait Show. Starring Hannah. Jacob. Logan.
Most impressive.
I'm a Jedi.
And Hunter. Rest assured, there will be no aggressive negotiations here. Probably.
Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of That's Just Crait, the podcast where we talk about everything we think is great about a galaxy far, far away. Today we got me, Hannah, Jacob, and we're joined by our friend ZachDume from Twitter.
Hello,
Yay!
everybody. Hello,
Zach. It's good to
How's
have
it
you
going?
here.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
It's really funny because Hunter was supposed to be with us tonight. And Hunter, if you're
That's what
watching
we
this,
thought.
not to call you out in front of everybody that watches the show, we don't know where Hunter's at tonight. We knew that Logan couldn't make it, but between Hannah and I both, we have no idea where Hunter's at.
Could he be seeing
so
a film?
I hope he's okay.
Possibly.
He'll
He could
probably be
be-
asleep.
Yeah, that was going to be my guess.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's happened before,
Hey,
but
it's hard.
It's okay.
It's hard being a blue-collar working man.
That's
True.
very true.
It's true.
I say as a blue-collar girl.
You got those horses. You got them.
But Zach, how have you been? It's good to have you here. I know that Zach, we talk on Twitter and we became friends through talking about Star Wars on Twitter, and then you kind of joined like the squad for a minute playing Fortnite. I know that all of us have played like
Yeah.
games and stuff together.
We played a bunch. Yep.
And talked about Star
A
Wars.
lot of Fortnite.
And, it's good to actually have you here for once on the show.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm excited.
And what's funny is that Zach literally was a last minute guest on the show because we didn't have
Like-
Hunter.
Quite literally last minute.
Because the topic for today's show was something that pertained to something that I know that we talked about earlier.
Relevant
so I was
topic.
like, this is a very relevant topic for my friend ZachDume.
Mhm.
But Zach, how have you been?
I've been good. Just living life. A lot of snow here, so that's been a lot of.
Ooh.
There's like 3 feet of snow outside my window or something. It's
Oh my gosh.
What?
yeah. I
I
mean, like,
wasn't expecting you to say 3
There-
feet.
it's like built up, but there's at least like 3 feet out there now. Like it goes
That
down,
is-
but then it snowed like yesterday for some. I don't know. It's just been snowing. Like I guess it's nice, but yeah. So I haven't been outside a lot, but a lot of time to think about Star Wars and obsess about Star Wars and build some Lego and
There
pretty
you
much
go.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
I was about to say, with 3 feet of snow, is it hard to like get outside? Like
It
you
like
said that you've been
was
inside a
for a
lot.
few days. Yeah. Like it's like
Hmm.
it's been warmer, but then it just comes back. But like it's really starting to build up everywhere now. So like it's hard to get around outside. but,
Yikes.
it's getting better slowly.
So, what Lego have you building? Have you been
Ooh.
building? Why did I say it like Yoda?
What Lego
What
have I been
Lego have you
building?
built?
What Lego have you
Um,
building?
Well, my wife got me this little guy yesterday, so this is like not Star
Oh.
Wars related, but like it's like
That's
it's
cute,
like
though.
a new little like baby rise thing. There's a little baby in there.
Oh, cool.
But
It's so tiny.
it is. I did recently build the Coruscant Guard gunship.
Oh, that's a cool
that
one.
is really cool.
Good little set there. Opens up. You got the homies in there hanging out with Padme.
Oh my god. I love it.
Padme's kind of like
Dude, that's my favorite.
not a good
definitely
face on Padme,
non-corrupt
but-
politician.
right? Don't you love Sheev Palpatine? Your favorite?
His hairpiece cracks
Wait.
me up. I don't know why.
Your favorite. Somehow.
Have you guys seen the memes of like they'll take like the actual characters like Anakin and they'll take like the minifigure's hair and Photoshop it onto the actual like picture of the
Yes.
character?
Those
And like
are
it
so
usually
funny.
never works like at all.
He's got like this diabolical little haircut. If you look at him,
He does. It's so
not gonna focus, but very
like the
evil figure.
Mm-hmm. You guys,
An
even
evil
without
haircut
Logan,
for-
we still get a Lego show and tell.
Do you get a Lego show and tell? There's like
We do.
16 Legos like right here. Like I also have Avatar Lego on my desk
Oh,
for Avatar reference.
Very
oh,
cool.
that's cool.
There's a theme.
Well, Zach, it is good to have you here. I also like, is that Arabesh on your beanie?
Yeah, no, this isn't my beanie, but
Oh, that's sick. That's cool.
I think this is a Heroes and
Repping the
Villains
Ahsoka
hat.
hat.
Yeah. So
Probably.
I think I got a couple of them when they were on sale.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Sick.
Cool. Well, Zach, it is good to have you here on the podcast.
Good
I
to be
know
here. Thank you for having me.
that we're excited to kind of get into some stuff a little bit later pertaining to a new Star Wars movie coming out in just a few months. But Hannah, how have you been?
I have been, let's see, it's only, at time of recording, it's only Wednesday, but this is an extremely busy week for me, and I'm already over it. I still haven't finished A New Dawn, but I'm getting closer through. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I've had back-to-back farm sitting jobs this week, so I'm starting my next one tomorrow, and I will probably finish the audiobook while I'm cleaning stalls. Yeah, I'm 96% of the way through it now.
Nice.
Nice. So you're like
So I
right
just-
there.
Yeah, I just have a couple chapters left.
I still haven't read that one.
It's so good.
I bought it like
Mhm.
years ago, and it was like probably one of the first Star Wars books I recently bought. Besides,
I
Ahsoka.
also like, now that I'm almost done with the book, like, you meet Kanan at the start of it, and he's a
Mhm.
completely different version of Kanan than we know in Rebels. But the character growth that he goes through just through this story, and just after meeting Hera, like, he already starts his path to who he is when we
Mhm.
first meet him in Rebels. I'm like, oh, it's just so good. I love it.
I was gonna say that we mentioned it, I think, on the last episode, but that book is so good. It's like, I think that's one of the biggest strengths of like the new canon books too, is that
Mhm.
they really enhance, like, if it comes from like, or if it branches from like a pre-existing show or something, it does a really good job of like filling in some gaps and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
That's what I
And it's
love
also
about the
just
books.
like,
mhm.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
It's like, it's just good, like, early roots of the rebellion too. Like, it just, the stress of that, and then it gets you hype. Taking down the
So good.
Empire.
When
Well,
is it?
we're
when
in
does
good
that
company
start?
here because
When does it start?
Yeah, when does it? It's like, it's before Rebels, so like,
It is before Rebels. I think it's, I don't know the year. I'd have to look it up. But it is, I know that Kanan is 20, and I want to say Hera was 19.
oh,
Or
okay,
20.
so probably around Jedi Survivor.
Probably.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mhm. I was going to say we're in good hands talking about Star Wars books here because I know that Zach is also a member of the Billions Must Read Club.
Billions must
Yes.
read.
And we've had many conversations
Must
about Star Wars books.
Read.
We did.
But A New Dawn is so good. It really can't be overstated.
Mhm.
And like Hannah said, if you're a big fan of Rebels, and it's definitely worth checking out and absolutely worth your time for the character development alone.
Always good to have more Rebels.
I was trying to look up the year it was, because I'm like, well, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
The
But-
BBY.
Yeah. Okay. Zach, you had a good guess. It's 11 BBY.
Okay. Yeah, so that'd make them like 26-ish and 20. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, because I always remember that Hera's 25 for some reason. I never knew what age Kanan was, but I knew she was 25 when Rebels started.
Interesting. That makes, that's weird.
That's wild because I've always assumed she was like a little bit older than that. But
Me
Yeah.
too.
I
And
guess
I'm
it
like,
checks
wait,
out by the time
She's,
of like the
she's
Ahsoka
so
series.
mom.
She is. And I'm not.
She keeps like
At
everything together.
26.
Well,
Wow.
I have a reading accomplishment that I want to share really quick, and
Yeah.
I don't want to get us off topic, because it's not Star Wars, but I just have to show like this hunk of a book. Last year I read a lot of like, for Game of Thrones fans out there, I read through A Song of Ice and Fire, and I'm caught up, and much like everyone else, I've been waiting for the release of the next book, which some people have been waiting 15 years for that book, which I think is crazy. But there's a prequel book about the house with like the dragons and stuff, and this is the book. I finished it today. I thought it was great. If you're a fan of that world, you'll probably love it. And this is how thick the book is.
I was about to say, it looks like a massive book.
It's not the longest book, though. The longest one in the series, I think, is this one, and it's like even thicker.
Well, that is
the mass market paperback of this one is like, I think, like over 1,000 something pages. It's crazy.
That's kind of, at some point they have to be like, it has to be like the video game thing where they're like, do we split it into 2 discs, or do we do like what? How do we do this? Like,
well, that actually happened with one of the books, believe it or not.
No,
because like he wrote one of the books, and it was meant to be like it was meant to be one big book, but they were like, hey, we can't like fit all of these pages within like the spine of a book, so you have to like split it up. And so like he essentially kind of like reworked the story a little bit. So like I think the 3rd and the 4th book, or no, the 4th and the 5th book were meant to be the same book, but they got split into 2. But it's so jarring going from like a Star Wars book to something like that, because a Star Wars book is like 300, 400 pages maybe, and then you get these like 1,000-page behemoths, and it's just like
never-ending story.
You're like a pretty fast reader though. Like
I chaotically both read and listen to audiobooks at the same time of the same book.
Insane.
It's listen, my ADHD works in ways that you can never imagine.
I respect it. I respect it. I can only do one at a time, like, or else I won't finish it. Like I'm Reign of the Empire right now, but like I'm like, it's taking me forever because I'm just not to like sit down and read it, so I'm listening to it. Yeah, I'm like,
the audiobook is so good.
Yes, it's so good. I think I just finished chapter like I think I finished part 2. It's like chapter 40 or something. Yeah, I'm like pretty deep into it, and then there's like 6 hours left on the audiobook, but like yeah, that book is amazing.
That last part, it's so good.
It's excellent. Alexander Freed is like the GOAT for Star Wars books in a lot of ways, I feel like, because he has the Alphabet Squadron books too, and those are awesome. You love like starfighter like fighting and stuff like that, like dog fights. It's amazing. But I will say, in terms of Star Wars, to kind of get myself back on track, guys, I splurged. I got something, and I know that I've shown it to both of you already.
But
I'm excited to show it on the podcast.
I know.
What is it?
I got a Cal Kestis statue.
It's
like as big as my head. It's crazy.
It is a big one.
Cool.
That is what really
I'm gonna try to get it as close to the camera as I can. It's not like the most detailed or anything, but I think it's super cool for what it's worth. I wish Logan was here, because then I can make a joke about Cameron Monaghan taking his minifigure at the Rebuild the Galaxy premiere. But
this is not a real one, by the way. This is a custom I got from somebody at a con.
I told Hannah that I'm very interested in like the statues now. Is that the Black Series figure?
Yeah, it's
Look at him.
whatever that one is from. Fallen Order ones. Yeah, the gaming series.
Cool. I like, hot take, the poncho from Fallen Order. You can't beat it. You know, I feel like that's like Cal's like signature look.
Yeah,
I
the Bracca Scrapper one.
I dig the vest in Survivor though.
It is cool. Whenever you get like the 50 Cal Kestis.
Americal.
Whatever they call it.
Americal.
Oh my god.
But no, this is awesome. I love it a lot. And I want to get more statues. And I was telling Hannah that I think the next character that I get, because I don't have a lot of merch for her either, is I want to get a statue of Ahsoka next. So I want to get like a Siege of Mandalore Ahsoka to put on my shelf.
Leave your window open and it's just magically gonna appear right here.
Really? That's how it works.
Wasn't me though.
You should get the the Rex Ahsoka duo one. That's the
That's
one I
the one
have.
I was looking
Yeah,
at,
that's the one.
actually.
I
That
have it
one's
over
sick.
there, but I'm not gonna go get it. But it's over there.
I thought it would be cool for like potential bookends too, because I'm
Oh,
so like
that would be really
I
cool.
just
You could
I
definitely
think
do
it would look
bookends.
sick.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I want to upgrade upgrade. Bleh, I'm getting tongue tied. I want to upgrade my shelves because like you can kind of see one of them back there, and you can't really see the other one because of the mic. But
Mhm.
it's a work in progress, I guess. So maybe it's better if you don't see it. I don't know.
Mine are a
but-
disaster. So
I gotcha. Well, we do have one big topic for today, and Hannah,
We
I'm
do
going to let you
indeed.
introduce the one big topic for today because I
shall.
certainly think that there's a lot to talk about.
Which is funny that there's a lot to talk about because the topic of discussion itself is not that long.
Yeah, exactly.
We got what I think is a super adorable TV spot for the Mandalorian and Grogu during the Super Bowl. And lots of people have lots of feelings about it.
lots of feelings.
Mhm. So, Zach, because you're our guest, I would like to know I already know your thoughts, but
Yeah.
I would like you to share your thoughts. And I guess we can all just kind of go from there. That's typically how we operate on That's Just Great.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
just kind of start talking, and then it just kind of goes from there.
Yeah. Just go with the flow.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the teaser, Zach? Or I guess the TV spot.
So just the TV spot itself. I mean, it's a Super Bowl spot. It's cute. It tells you that there's a Mandalorian movie coming out. It tells you that Grogu is going to be doing stuff. Like, it's cute. It's like it's a parody of previous Super Bowl ads. It tries its best to be an ad and it's not from the movie. It's a Jon Favreau directed teaser ad, whatever you want, TV spot. Like, it's not a trailer. It's marketing. It's an ad for the movie that's coming out in 3. This is the marketing. Like, this is the marketing people are asking for. So I don't really understand why people are. Is it the best thing? Maybe they could have done something that was more. It's a spoof of a Clydesdale beer thing, right? Like, yeah, I think I've seen those before, but I don't like. Maybe they could have done something more geared towards kids, but it has tauntauns and it's in like a snowy planet. Like, it's kind of fun. And it was in the first quarter. That's a big deal. It was in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So
That is true.
if a kid saw that, before they head off to bed or whatever, they're gonna know Grogu's movie is coming. It's about Grogu. That's why he's in the title. So yeah, is it the best thing ever? No, but I think it's effective in marketing the movie that they're marketing, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I also got like whiplash when it first started because I like, it starts on the Tauntaun's nose and it like hovers there for a second and I like set up and I was like, is that a Tauntaun? And I was watching with one of my best friends and her mom was like, a what? And then it panned and I was like, it is a Tauntaun. And she was like, oh, it's Star Wars.
Oh, okay, whatever.
But I just like, what was the last time we saw a Tauntaun in something? Like, that was just
1980.
Yeah,
actually,
1980.
I think. It's been a long time.
Bring Tauntauns back.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we've seen them in like Lego stuff and like, but I don't think they've ever been featured in any of like the Rebels or Clone Wars or anything like.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't think so.
Are they named?
We've gotten
They might be.
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm curious. I don't know. Okay, for me, were you done? I don't want to like interject with anything that you were gonna say.
I had one more thing to say, but I'll wait till you voice your thoughts on it.
Okay. So I have thoughts on it. Like Hannah just said. So I want to put out a disclaimer and say that I know this is marketing and you got to do stuff to market your movies. And I do think that Star Wars having fun with marketing and doing some maybe non-traditional things like parodying other commercials and it's Star Wars and like I think that is so much fun. Part of what makes Star Wars so iconic. is kind of like the fun pulpiness of it. There's no denying that. However, we all know that a trailer is on the way, and I kind of wish that we would have at least gotten a little bit more, because we have the teaser from, and that's not to even say that this is like a bad spot, because it's not. It's fun, it's cute, it's straight to the point. The fact that they did not use AI on it, they ILM actually worked on it. Jon Favreau, they came up with like the idea to do it, and that's what they wanted to do. That's awesome. That's great. So I'm not saying that it's bad by any stretch of imagination, because of course I thought it was cute. It was cool seeing both those characters together, and obviously the biggest marketing sell I feel like for this movie is that it's Mando and Grogu together, two very popular characters together. However, this is where my areas of concern kind of come in, because we're 3 months away from this movie. All we have is this spot and the teaser that's public and has been playing in theaters like here and there.
Different teasers
that has had some
they're
variations.
They're different.
Yeah, they split them up a little bit, and there was the one in front of Avatar that I think was like a little bit longer, and they had the IMAX countdown, and that's cool, that's awesome, that's great. But we need a full length teaser, and I know it's on the way, so like I'm not going to be like shaking my fist that much, because I know it's on the way, and I would probably expect it probably in the coming weeks if I had to guess, much like everybody else is kind of doing, I feel like. But I kind of wish that like the biggest thing about the movie again is that it's Mando and Grogu, but people know these characters mainly from Disney Plus, I feel like, because like they know that The Mandalorian was the first ever Star Wars show, and it was a big cultural event, and that's how The Mandalorian is remembered. And I was talking to my friend who lives in a relatively huge city, and he was at a party for the Super Bowl, and he said, he was talking to me about it, and he was like, dude, whenever it came on TV, people that were like maybe half paying attention and talking and watching it a little bit, even though it said like coming to theaters and like in IMAX, he said that like he heard a lot of people being like, oh, there must be a new season coming out, and like it didn't register to them that this is like a movie that's actually coming out, and it's like the first Star Wars movie in years. And like that's where my concern comes in, because it's like it's fun to market your movie this way, and I'm sure getting closer to May, hopefully we're going to get a lot more. I think that Disney even announced last night or 2 days ago that they were going to do like this new summer movie promotional thing that they're going to be trying to do like every summer, to where they promote their biggest movies every summer. So I don't know what all that would entail, but like I think that we need a full-length trailer. I think it would have been cool to have like this cute little spot with the Tauntaun sleigh, and then be like, hey, there's actually a trailer online now, by the way, this is a movie, instead of just like the text. But again, it's interesting because we know the trailer is coming, like a full-length one. The movie's greatest strength right now is that we don't know anything about it, but the movie's biggest detractor is that we also know nothing about it, I feel like. And I think that is kind of how I feel, and again, the spot is fine, the spot is cute, the spot is fun. But I guess I think that moving forward, and I think we'll get it, I think we just need a little bit more, because I'm so excited for this movie. I can't wait for it. Call me whatever you want to. It's my most anticipated movie of the year. I can't wait to see Star Wars in theaters again. But I would really like them to really push the fact that this is a Star Wars movie coming to theaters. That was a lot. I'm sorry for yapping. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I've been thinking about this for like days now.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the approach they're taking with this, because hear me out. And it's funny that so many people seem upset about it, because they also seem to have the same gripe that I do. I have hated the way that movie marketing and trailers have been done the past several years. I feel like since COVID, we get like a bunch of trailers back to back, and it reveals so much about the movie. And I miss when like things would come out slowly and incrementally, and then you don't get the last big trailer until very close before the movie. And I think
I
that
agree.
that is the perfect way to do it. And I feel like they are kind of shifting back to that method of
It's
how movies
traditional.
should be marketed. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
like it because I like I can't even think of like what but definitely a Marvel one. They would release too much in the trailer, and then you go see the movie and it doesn't hit as hard as maybe it would have if those certain moments hadn't have been in a trailer, or if they hadn't stressed it so much in all the teasers, you know? But I
Mhm.
think that it's such a special experience to go see a movie in the theater for the first time. That should like a big part of that should be not knowing as much about the plot, because it'll just make the experience
I
so much
agree.
better. So
I
I
think
like it.
back to of like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 because anyone that remembers that movie, I like that movie.
I
But
love that movie.
Me too.
if you remember, there was a teaser that showed like the final shot of the movie of him like
I
with like the
remember.
sewage thing throwing it on the rhino, I think.
Yep.
Because I'll
Only for
never
it to
forget that
be.
as long as
Oh
I
my
live.
god.
Yeah, it's like the last
That
30
was
seconds of the movie.
that was also like one of my first experiences on fandom space as a child. I should not have been on Twitter as a 12-year-old, but I was.
we all were. We all were.
But I remember I was so hyped for that movie, and I was like analyzing everything in the trailers, and then I went and saw it and I was like, well, what the heck?
I do think there's a danger in showing too much. And Zach, I'm going to let you talk in a
Yeah.
second because I want to hand the mic to you because I know you have some thoughts that we've kind of discussed privately, kind of
Mhm.
based on everything I said.
Yeah.
But really quick, I guess just like anyone who maybe you knew me before like Star Wars Twitter and all of that, but one of my favorite franchises ever is Cloverfield, which is built on like these mysterious trailers and ARGs to where like you go in knowing the bare minimum about the movie, it gets you intrigued and it gets you in the seat. When 10 Cloverfield Lane came out in 2016, I was like all in on like reading the forums. Like the trailer didn't really tell you much, it just told you exactly what you needed to know. And then with the last Cloverfield movie in 2018, they announced it during the Super Bowl and they were like, hey, it's available to watch after the game, which I still think is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
The Cloverfield paradox, yeah.
But like, now was the movie as good? No. But the trailer and the marketing for that were sick, you know. But I think that like the biggest like there's two pillars of like the Mandalorian and Grogu. Mando and Grogu as characters, and this is coming to theaters, you know? And again, I like that we don't know much about it, and that makes me think that they're hiding some really big stuff about this movie, which gets me even more excited. But it's like, again, I feel like they really need to push that like this is coming to theaters, and like that's part of the reason why it's such a big deal. So Zach, I know that you have a lot to say,
Yeah.
and with you being the guest, take it away.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, so I think all right, I'll say like in regards to like what we know about the movie, I feel like people don't give it enough credit that we do know the basic plot of this movie. And the basic like yeah, you're right, the main pillar is Mandalorian and Grogu. They're selling you on the characters like because this is the biggest Disney Plus streaming show and one of the biggest streaming shows ever. Like it Mandalorian season 3 was still the biggest streaming show for the whole year. No matter how what people thought, it was still the biggest show. So the marketing is themed around those characters. That's why they added Grogu to the title. That's why they're trying to tell you that this is the Mandalorian Grogu on an adventure on the big screen. We know the plot is them helping the New Republic. We know Sigourney Weaver. We see her in the first trailer. She's a New Republic colonel. Colonel Ward is her name. We know that. We know Garazeb Aurelios from Star Wars Rebels is going to be there. We know he has a new Razor Crest. We know Rada the Hutt is seemingly or trying to work his way to take. We know the Hutt cartel is dead. It's been dead. We saw it in Book of Boba Fett. that we have new people trying to roll in, trying to rebuild. Rada is clearly trying to take. So we see a Hutt vault. We see that we know a general idea of what this movie is going to be about. I don't know how much more they can tell us about the plot. Maybe the Embo is in it. If Embo is, that was a rumor. That would be a big. I feel like people would really
that would be cool.
Opt for that. That's a first trailer thing. But we do have a general idea of what this movie is about, and I think people don't give it enough credit because they want exactly like what we used to have issues with, is that they used to show you everything. So for some reason, people want to know everything now, and I don't really understand that. But like, I am totally fine with what we know so far, and the fact that they are selling it on Mando and Grogu, because at the end of the day, we are not the target audience for this. It is children. Zootopia is 1.8 billion, more than Avatar.
Yeah,
with a month lead, but still, it's obviously most of that is China. But the year before, Inside Out 2, 1.65. Children that mark this summer, Minions, Toy Story, Moana. I mean, come on, these are all potential $1 billion. That is exactly like Mandalorian Grogu probably won't make $1 billion, but it has the potential to make $1 billion if you appeal to children and if you appeal to this child base.
I've seen a lot of comparisons to like Lilo and Stitch, to where, you know, you had a film that was based on something from years ago, a recognizable IP that, you know, they didn't have a lot of like marketing for it. It was mainly just like Stitch, and you would just see him.
But that was
like, I think they didn't even have a spot last year, but they had him like running across the field. And that movie ended up making like a $1 billion. And I probably should say, there's no way this movie, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to underperform, especially with the budget being so low. You know,
166 million with the tax credit for marketing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Solo made
and it's actually the lowest. Yeah, but it also had a lot working against it with like reshoots and stuff like that too, which I feel like a lot of people forget about.
But that's what I'm saying.
I hate when people are like, "We're gonna have another Solo." No, we're not.
Solo
we are not at all.
Solo's budget was $275 million before marketing. They had a Super Bowl spot. Their first teaser was at the Super Bowl. They said Trailer Monday. That was their first teaser.
Yeah.
No marketing. Still does 213 domestic, which is the lowest for a Star Wars movie, but there's no chance that Mandalorian and Grogu doesn't make at least 500 million worldwide. There's no chance. And if it doesn't, I'm wrong. Then I guess maybe Star Wars is dead. Because if you, I'm saying though, but like what I reasonably don't know how little people think this movie is going to make, that it's going to be such a flop. It would have to make 200 million worldwide. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Yeah,
they market to appeal to kids. Go ahead. Yeah,
I would also like to point out that the poster itself has lots of good things to raise questions if you zoom in on it. Like the whole, I am so curious as to what the plot with the Hutts is going to be, because not only do we have Rada the Hutt in the trailer, but we have the twins from the Book of Boba Fett down here in the corner.
Yeah.
And then we have Din fighting this really creepy beast.
Oh yeah.
What is that? We've never seen that species before.
I'm gonna spread misinformation that he's fighting Abeloth on Twitter. No way! He's gonna fight Abeloth. People are gonna freak out. They're gonna be like, he's gonna die.
Actually Abeloth.
It kind of looks like the Mind Flayer.
It kind of does.
Funny.
Dude, the Mandalorian and Grogu is just the secret episode, the secret ending to the Mandalorian.
I mean, tell me it's
Maybe
not.
It's episode, for some people
it's episode 8,
see
episode
that
9.
Tell me that's not the Mind Flayer.
I see it.
I don't know. I think that'll probably be around the same point that like there's a shot in the trailer where like an Amana Man comes out of like the mud and he like makes like a little like snarl.
Yeah.
And something tells me that it'll be around like that sequence, because like there's also a part in the trailer where he's like fighting some like really big droids in like this like cavern area, and I feel like that's all kind of like the same sequence. My hot take is that I don't think that they've shown anything past like going into like the second act. I really think that
Yeah.
like they've kept it like pretty like quick. Like the stuff with the AT-ATs and like the shot of it like falling down the mountain.
That
There's no way that that's not like the first 15
that
minutes
has
of
to
the
be
movie.
the opening. That's the opening.
100%.
Yeah, that's a
It's
bounty
gotta
or
be.
something with Colonel Ward. That's his first mission. Like
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed.
And I will say too, I can't show anything obviously, and I don't want to say too much, but the trailer that they showed at Celebration, if you read about it online, or if you find a way to watch it, because like, you know, people don't listen, though I'm not encouraging that. Don't recommend doing that or posting.
Put your phones away when you're in the celebration.
Pirating is bad.
But I say that to say that, like, you know, it sounded pretty cool. What like he does in the trailer with like Den fighting snow troopers and stuff, and we even see a little bit of that in the extended teaser that they showed before Avatar. There's like a shot of him like walking forward and like using his flamethrower to like burn like his entrance, and it's really cool. So I do think that there's a lot of cool stuff about this film. If it's anything like the Mandalorian show, it'll be really fun, but like that's all I want from it at the end of the day. I just want like a really fun adventure. You know, like that's all I really want from it.
I don't see how people watch the trailer or see any of this and don't think that like this is just going to be a really fun Mandalorian Grogu adventure. It might not be the best Star Wars movie ever, but it's going to be a great adventure with the Mandalorian Grogu.
It's just going to be fun. Like, come on.
Do we think that there's going to be like a lot of like larger implications though, with like maybe the main saga or something like that, or do we think it's going to be kind of distant? Like, you know, I say Rogue One, even though it's not that distant, and Solo,
I kind of hope
from a certain point of view.
Yeah, I kind of hope that it like stands on its own story wise, but like you can kind of see or like get little tidbits of what's happening in the background, especially since he's obviously going to be working with the New Republic. But I don't want that to be a central plot point, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we know, it was written by Jon Favreau and not Dave Filoni. Like, I think he maybe helped, like, did overlooks, but it was Jon Favreau said he wrote the script, so he wrote a lot of the scripts for the rest of the show. I mean, I think if anything, like it's going to be more his style of storytelling, and it's like I don't think it needs to connect to anything else because we saw a little bit of the sequel stuff, but I don't think you really need. I mean, besides the fact that we know he's going to be helping the New Republic with Imperial remnants, I don't know how much that's going to attach to sequel stuff like Snoke and Pershing and the side.
Yeah,
like I don't think so. I don't expect to see any of that. I don't expect to see any connections to any Ahsoka characters. At best, you maybe see Hera because she's head of the New Republic Navy. Like, but
right.
I doubt it. Even then,
I think that like we're not going to see anything like Snoke and like or like a Palpatine clone or like that like the allusion to it like we see in like the Bad Batch or something like that.
Right.
I instead think it's going to be very subtle. Like I do think that the Shadow Council that we see Moff Gideon talking to in season 3 of The Mandalorian, I think that might come back to play, and that could be like a big thing.
Yeah,
because we know that one of the Imperial warlords is going to be in the movie. Like that guy who was in season 3 is in the movie. We just haven't seen any footage of him yet, but we've got that official announcement.
Yeah,
you know. So I think that like there will be something that maybe like you can be like, oh, that ties into like that kind of foreshadows something that happens in Rise of Skywalker or Force Awakens down the line. But like, I think like Hannah said, and even you said, Zach, too, like, I do think it'll stand on its own. It'll probably be like a Solo situation, maybe a little bit more than Solo, but I think it'll primarily be like its own little thing. And I feel like that's what people kind of want with this. I think if anything's going to kind of branch out a little bit more, it might be Starfighter. Next year, which is crazy to say that we already have a Star Wars movie.
So excited.
Those rumors are crazy.
Or post-production now.
I know.
What? That's wild. But
yeah, they should be done filming
I feel like
that.
The more I talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu, the more I get excited for it. You know? like, I just think it'll do what it needs to do. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
think that everything that it wants to accomplish, I think it'll accomplish, and I think that that's maybe the biggest takeaway.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like, I think we've said this before, like when the first trailer and the poster dropped, but the nods of certain things coming back, like his rifle and like that sort of thing. I hope they add a bit more of the feel that we had in season 1 to it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I loved all the seasons, but season 2 and 3 definitely had a different feel from season 1. And I kind of hope that the movie kind of taps back into that just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
Also, I think it's
it will.
important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's important to know that, like, what really surprised me was that my biggest fear was like completely like brushed away, seemingly. Because I thought it was gonna be like Mando season 4 condensed into a movie, and then Jon Favreau was like, "Oh, I've got season 4 on my desk," and it's
Right.
like, "Oh, like,
It's just a fun
okay,
little
I guess
side
this is like its
adventure.
own thing."
Yeah, I mean, I would love season 4 too, but if this becomes a trilogy,
Yeah,
I'm fine with that
that'd be
too.
cool.
I didn't even think about the prospect of that.
I mean,
Could be interesting.
if it makes enough money.
Yeah,
It seems
can't say no to.
likely.
We're never gonna escape Grogu capitalism, guys.
Do we need
He's everywhere,
to?
you know.
What?
I did think about that today because I was looking at the old pictures I have of me in Halloween 2009 as Ahsoka. There's a shot of me with my dad, my brother, and my sister, who was still a baby at the time, and we dressed her up as Yoda. But I was thinking, God, if that would have been today, she would have been Grogu and not Yoda.
Millions of
It's
Grogus
just, like,
everywhere.
Crazy to think about that.
That is crazy.
Grogu capitalism is like such a non-issue to me. It's just like,
it's just funny to joke about.
Yeah, like no, I'm not saying
agree.
yeah. Like it's just like I don't like people get so mad about it, and like I'm like
They do.
Like why? Like it's like that's always what Star Wars has always been. Toys, like it's always been about the merch.
I'm literally wearing socks with Grogu on them right now.
Like it's everywhere. Like I don't like you know.
Also,
like, I understand wanting variety. Oh, you got the Squishmallow.
dude.
It's the bigger one too.
It's the small one.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, it looks bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
I held it close.
I do have a question though. I want to say one thing that I want to pose as like a question, and then I have a thing that I would like to pose that no one else has talked about yet. I feel like online, and I want to break it here, but. The first thing is, do we think the movie is going to have an opening crawl?
Absolutely. 100%.
100%?
100%.
I'm like 50-50. I think that they could do a thing like Solo again and like Rogue One to where it's like they do it in kind of a different way, which part of me would like that for the consistency, but part of me is like, man, it's the first Star Wars movie in like 7 years.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it too, because I feel like since it's not a main saga movie, that it wouldn't, like, I mean, the like you said, Solo and Rogue One don't have the opening crawl, but if it had its own version, that would make sense too.
But what does have an opening crawl? What does have an opening crawl?
Clone Wars?
No, what? Do you forget? One of the Star Wars TV shows has the opening crawl.
Ahsoka?
Yeah. And Dave.
Well, yeah, but it's still.
But
it's
Dave,
like red.
Right.
But Dave Filoni made a point that he wanted to bring them back, as it was.
That's true.
As it added a sense of like grandeur and like something to
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, it's very Star Wars. So he already, and he's the chief creative officer now. I guarantee it has an opening crawl. He specifically wanted to bring that back. I understand
I feel like
Andor not having it because it was like already in season 2.
Yeah.
And like Skeleton Crew like was kind of like already done. So, but like I think going forward, they're all gonna like have an opening crawl, especially the movies, because it gives you that. Hey, Solo's the only one, or I guess Rogue One Rogue One didn't have one, right?
No.
No,
Rogue
okay.
One just goes straight into like the movie.
Okay.
It's like, ta-da, and there you
Yeah,
are.
that's a happen. Yeah, I don't think I think that's a Star Wars story. I think they kind of have moved on from that, and I think the opening crawl is back. Like the Mandalorian Grogu, it's gonna hit you. That Mandalorian theme's gonna hit you. You're gonna see that.
The
Interesting.
Mandalorian theme with the crawl, you think?
I mean,
I don't think so.
no, you don't think so?
I think if you're
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
a crawl, you gotta
Okay,
go all
I
out.
forget what
Yeah.
Star
Ahsoka
Wars
did
main
with
title.
it, but yeah, I mean, I think it could be either way. But yeah, I do think it's gonna happen.
Well, Ahsoka's is a little bit different though too, in that it's like, isn't it like flat? It's not like going up like that. It's like flat.
Yeah,
like going
it's
up.
red.
and it's red.
Yeah, it's red. It's different. Like, but I think that distinguishes it for the show. So
I also kind
I
of
gotcha.
felt like that was a callback to Clone Wars season 7,
that's fair.
especially with it being
Yeah.
red. Like I feel like it made more sense for Ahsoka to do that because of that, like the tie to Clone Wars.
I'm almost positive he said he wanted to bring it back for everything, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. He could have said it, but I don't know if I agree.
There's like an
So,
article from
wait.
years ago
Not
about
that-
like Kathleen Kennedy saying like she wanted to bring it back.
What about in?
I feel like it's prime real estate to do it if you're gonna do it. In
Yeah.
all honesty,
Jacob, you asked, do you think it will have an opening crawl? Do we think it should have an opening crawl?
that's where I'm on the fence a little bit more, Zach.
Hannah, you
'Cause,
seem
like-
to be no.
I just kind of feel no, because I kind of like how things have been done now where certain things have it, and I feel like it, not to put one project as more important than the others, but I feel like it does a good job of distinguishing certain things from others. And I just feel like an opening crawl, the opening crawl needs to be a saga movie.
That's fair. What if we never
I
get a saga
agree.
movie again, though?
That's going to be really sad.
I doubt that will happen. I feel like with the way things are already kind of like lining up, something tells me that we're gonna get 10, 11, and 12 one of these days.
Well,
like, by all means.
The Simon
I'm convinced.
Kinberg trilogy is rumored.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think that there's a high probability, we've talked about it before in the podcast, to where next year at Celebration we get like a huge announcement about something like that. To where the Rey movie has been retooled into this with elements from like the Hunt for Ben Solo or something. Which I would like that as its own thing. But I don't know. I'm just kind of split on it, but I guess I'll just say that, like, would I be disappointed if it did have an opening crawl? Absolutely not. This is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years. That cannot be overstated enough. I feel like. But do I think that it necessarily should? If you're asking me like face value, I'm more inclined to say no. But again, if it did happen, no big deal. I totally get it. And, you know, I said it earlier, but I feel like if you are going to do it, it's like prime real estate to do it with this movie. Of like all movies, you know, if not, then I think that Starfighter has a more probable chance of having something like that. But I do have one more thing that I want to pose, and Zach, I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh, okay.
Because you read Star Wars books a lot, and I got to know your thoughts.
All right.
Every Star Wars movie has a novelization, every single one, which means we're probably going to get a junior novelization for Mando and Grogu has already been announced, which means that we're
You're
probably
right.
most definitely, hopefully, getting a Mandalorian and Grogu adult novelization. So my question to you is, who do you think should write the Mandalorian and Grogu novelization?
That is a good question.
I have to look something up because I forgot his name, but I have a suggestion.
Definitely not the writer of the comics. So like the comic adaptations are like fine, but like,
Yeah.
they're very
Some
much
of them are weird.
yeah they're very the Obi-Wan art was the but like sometimes they're just like not, and that was a good writer too for that one, but yeah, I don't know, they're just like not as good. But I mean,
I haven't read as much as y'all, but I kind of feel like Claudia Gray would do a good job.
I think she would. I can see it.
yeah,
I am gonna say a name because if you remember years ago when The Mandalorian was in like, I think it's like first season, there was a Mandalorian tie-in book that was announced and it was scrapped. It was quietly canceled. But the book was going to be written by Adam Scott, or not Adam Scott, that's the actor. Whoops, my bad. Not Adam Scott.
I
My
was
bad.
like, wait a minute.
I was thinking about Severance. I saw something about it earlier. No, Adam Christopher
Wyatt?
is the author that I'm thinking of. Not Ben Wyatt. Adam Christopher. Adam Christopher, if you're listening or watching, I'm so sorry. But Adam Christopher, I feel like, has proven himself since that time through other Star Wars books that he's a great Star Wars author, you know? He had Shadow of the Sith about like Luke and Lando and Ochi and Little Rey and all of that. Brilliantly ties into Rise of Skywalker. I've sung its praises several times. And even if you don't like that movie, you'll really like that book. I guarantee it. But Master of Evil, his Darth Vader book, came out a little bit more recently.
He wrote Master of Evil.
I thought that book was great. He did.
I was like, I know that name. What did he write? Like, I know I read something from him. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we both like it.
But I feel like I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I remember calling you about it because we were reading it at the same time.
Yeah, I like destroyed that book for some reason.
Yeah,
I still need to read it.
Through it.
I think
you finished.
I think you would like it, Hannah.
What?
I think I would too.
There's some like interesting stuff with like Anakin that I think you would like.
Yeah.
You would find
I love Anakin.
Yeah.
And it ties
I don't talk
into,
about him as much, but
Vader comics really well too.
Yes, but yeah, I finished it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Wow. That was me when I read The Mask of Fear.
Real.
Got so locked in.
I think that like he would just do such a good job. Like, you know, he's proven himself. He can write like an adventure book like Shadow of the Sith that has some darker elements, more mysterious stuff, which again, I'm sure we're going to get some of that in Mando and Grogu. And I feel like, you know, he would just do a good job. And I feel like it would be a great way to be like, hey, here's your chance to actually write something about the Mandalorian. Now, I don't know if his schedule's looking free enough to do that, but I think it could be a really cool idea. You know?
I get you.
Yeah.
That would be a good option.
Is that it? Or do we...
I'm trying to think of one. I didn't come up with one yet, but I mean, maybe a High Republic author. Would it be in, like, who did... I think Justina Ireland... She was Wayseeker, right? I think she's done with Star Wars books, but like...
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
But maybe...
But I think they could do a really good job with it.
Yeah, I feel like they get it, like... Or whoever wrote the other act. Like
the Crystal Crown.
Yeah, well, they wrote.
The name is slipping my mind. Let me look it up real quick. I got it right here. Hold on. Tessa Gratton.
Yeah, I feel like Tessa Gratton like could like really like vibe with
I just looked up to see Hannah showing that you are.
I've been sitting here playing with my minifigs.
Yep, nab.
I guess just final thoughts on the Mando and Grogu big game spot. I guess that's what we'll call it. And just kind of like overall like where you're sitting for like the movie and stuff. Zach, what are you thinking? I feel like I've been talking a lot, so I'm gonna pass the mic and kind of to round things out for the end of the pod.
Just like the spa or just the movie in general?
Just everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can't, as a Star Wars fan, you can't be excited for a Star Wars movie in theaters, and like,
kind of crazy.
and like the other thing, as like a person that loves the theaters, like the fact that it is being forged for IMAX, like that's huge.
Exactly.
It's
just
huge.
going to be awesome.
It's got,
Come on.
yeah, it's gonna have IMAX screens for 2 weeks, like at least until Toy Story, which it's just, you're gonna have that, you're gonna have all the, it's good, like you're gonna have like the best theater experience, like, and they built sets for IMAX. That's huge. Like that's so cool that they're gonna like the AT-AT like was built for IMAX, like built for the,
It's so awesome,
right? Like that 180-89 one, like is gonna look so good. Like the film like aspect of it, it's not like they're using the volume, but it's not like it's gonna be the volume on a film budget. The Mandalorian's a very cheap show.
Yeah,
that's why it uses the volume. So like
exactly,
with the film budget, it's gonna look amazing. It's been in
a lot of practical sets.
Exactly. All that practical stuff. It'll have been in post for over a year. Like it's gonna look beautiful. I don't care like that, like the tauntauns or there's some glare or something. Like it doesn't matter. Like because when you're watching that on the IMAX screen, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be exciting. Like IMAX opening night is gonna be awesome. Like everybody I know that I've talked to is excited for this movie, knows that there's a Mandalorian movie coming out, and like I said, I went to the theater with my friend who's like not like knows the Mandalorian though, knows Star Wars, and it's like, yo, the Mandalorian and Grogu, I can't wait for that, bro. We're gonna see that. I'm like, yeah, dude, opening night, we're gonna be like, and he's just like, people like my grandparents are like, the Grogu movie, right? The Groger movie coming out, like it's like the little baby Yoda, like they go to me like every time because they know, like I don't know. I just don't know how you're not excited for a new Star Wars movie. Like seeing Revenge of the Sith last year, magical, beautiful, awesome,
unreal.
Like, yeah, like I want that experience with a new Star Wars movie. I saw Rise of Skywalker opening night. It was awesome. Like even in the movies, like not as like isn't perfect. Like just seeing a Star Wars movie in theater there's like really nothing like it. Like Avatar is like kind of its own different thing, but like a Star Wars movie is a Star Wars movie. Like that is magical in its own right. So, man, I'm excited. Like I love Mandalorian Grogu. So like I love the show. I love all of it. Like it's fun. It's good. It's Star Wars at its core. Like I can't wait. It's fun. Yeah. So
me too.
I hope we get 2 more trailers. So everybody, I think they'll do what Rogue One did. We'll get another trailer and then we'll get a story trailer, and we'll be solid. Good Morning America 1 week is going to be like, hey, Pedro Pascal's here. We got a trailer, like, and it's so yeah, I'm excited.
Plus, we got double promo because Pedro was a part of the halftime performance.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That's why they couldn't do the trailer the next day. He was too busy.
It is. They're like, oh man, Din Djarin's
when I
like there
saw
dancing.
I did bunny. Like the Leonardo DiCaprio, like the.
That's exactly what I like stood up and I was like, was that Pedro Pascal? And my friend was like, what? And then they showed him again and I was like, Pedro!
I am very excited for the movie. I can't wait to see it. I thought the spot was fun. I do wish we would have gotten a full-length trailer, but again, that's on the way. And I think that, that trailer will be kind of a defining point for a lot of people. But I think that the biggest thing is this: whether you thought it was underwhelming as a spot or it was perfect for you, I've seen so many people talking about it online the past couple of days, being like, I didn't like the Super Bowl spot, or I did like it. And, we've seen kind of that, like, that chatter going online. So I think that once we get a full trailer, hopefully it'll kind of ease some people maybe on that aren't as excited or maybe have some reservations. But personally, I'm very excited for it. I can't wait. I thought the spot was fun. I can't wait to see a full trailer. I have the poster on my wall over here. It looks incredible. I'm excited. I can't wait. Hannah, what do you think? And you can close this out.
I'm excited. Oh, that's perfect for me to close out. I feel like I was not as focused on the Mandalorian and Grogu stuff that we got for the Super Bowl because my team was playing in it.
That was mine.
And your team won the Super Bowl.
Sweet, sweet revenge.
My team did not.
Sweet revenge. See! See!
Hey, you all earned that one. It was a much better game on your part.
We did.
Very much earned.
Listen, Zach, the Patriots already have enough Super Bowls under their belt. They had the unstoppable power of Tom Brady. He was getting those things like Infinity Stones for a little
Patriots hater. I'm so sorry, but I am.
Hey, you know, it just is what it is. I get it.
At least you're out of the Deflatriots era.
Right? Well, hey, look, listen, we got back and we didn't even have Brady, so next year maybe,
That's
we'll
true.
run it back.
What is frightening to me is that I'm older than your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, me too. So yeah.
That was an odd realization that I had mid-game.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's like so crazy that they like even like got close this year in his second year. Like,
I was like, that is a child.
It is a child.
But yes, Seahawks won.
Congrats.
We got some tauntauns on the screen with Mando and Grogu.
Arguably the best trailer, commercial, whatever you want to call it, compared to the rest of what we got.
What we got was bad. I'll give it that.
It was interesting. I was like, how is this real? Are we in a simulation? What's happening?
It was so bad. Again, I just think there is something to be said about them actually, rendering everything and human direction and real actors and real puppets for Grogu. It's like, at least it's not AI.
That $3 million puppet.
It's not slop. So there is that. I'll give you that.
Hey,
it was the best.
And
Pedro the best
Pascal
commercial
was there,
I saw
like
that
you
night.
said. Pedro Pascal was there. Come on. You can't get more meta than
exactly.
that.
You really can't.
Very true.
Well, where can they find us?
Well, first off, you can find us at Just Crait Pod on Instagram and on Twitter. Hannah has done a phenomenal job running the Instagram.
You have.
And I need to step up my Twitter game. So I'm going to try to beef up the Twitter a little bit with the release of this episode. So some fun things are on the way there. But Zach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, this was so much fun. I love talking about Star Wars.
Listen, as soon as we realized that like Hunter couldn't make it and Logan couldn't make it, I was like, I know someone that I could probably call to talk about Mando and Grogu.
You're lucky I wasn't at the movies tonight. I was chilling, playing some Fortnite. We were good. We were here.
I got you. Cool. So, Zach, thank you again for popping in last minute.
Thank you so much for
It's always great talking to you. Where can the people find you, Zach?
You can find me at ZachDume on Twitter or TikTok even. And I guess, that's pretty much, I do Lego stuff there. So, yeah.
Yay.
I got you. Cool. Well, go follow Zach.
Love Lego.
Zach again.
They do love Lego.
Thank you for popping in and dap us up through the Force. And until the next episode of the pod, may the Force be with you. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.